The clatter of cutlery and the buzz of brunch conversations filled the diner, but my mother's voice cut through the noise like a razor. "She's only here because I took pity on her," Mom said, loud enough for everyone at the table to hear. Her tone dripped with malice, a smirk playing on her lips as she reached for her mimosa. "Before we dive in, drop a comment below and let us know where you're from and which city you're tuning in from. After you finish the story, share what you do in this situation. Be real. We read every single comment. Let's get started." The table fell quiet. My sister snickered under her breath, muttering something to her fiancé as if humiliating her own kin was a sport. My father squirmed in his seat, but he didn't say a word to defend me. I set my teacup down carefully, my hands steady despite the ache in my chest. I didn't snap back. I didn't cry. Instead, I took another sip, the cool porcelain against my lips hiding the fire burning inside. But inside, a storm was brewing. I'd endured years of her biting remarks, jabs about me being the letdown, the failure, the family's charity case. And now she was parading it in front of relatives and strangers alike. "So quiet," my aunt whispered from across the table, her eyes darting to me with a mix of sympathy and intrigue. "You never push back, do you?" I met her gaze. My voice was calm but edged. "Some people let their deeds speak louder than words." For a moment, silence cloaked the table. My mother snorted, tossing her napkin into her lap. "Deeds? Please, what deeds? You're scraping by. Don't make a fool of yourself." Her cruelty wasn't surprising anymore. What stunned them was my composure. I wasn't the fragile girl they thought they could shatter. Then an hour later, the diner's atmosphere shifted. The door swung open, and every head turned as a tall man in a sharp navy suit strode in. His presence carried weight, the kind that hushed conversations and drew eyes without trying. His dark hair was neatly combed, his steps confident, and his gaze steady as it swept the room until it found me. My heart raced, not with fear, but with a quiet triumph I'd been holding on to all morning. "Emma," he said, approaching, his voice deep, assured, commanding. Mom froze. Her fork slipped, clanging against her plate, the sound ringing across the table. Her face went ashen, as if she'd seen a ghost, because standing there was my husband, Daniel Lawson, the man she swore I'd invented when I kept my private life guarded. But here he was in the flesh, more powerful, more commanding, and more undeniably real than anyone at that table could have pictured. For the first time in years, my mother was speechless. The diner seemed to hold its breath. Forks paused midair. Conversations stalled. Even the servers hesitated as Daniel pulled out the empty chair beside me and sat. His hand grazed mine briefly, calm, steady, protective. That small gesture silenced every cruel whisper I'd endured at this table. "Sorry I'm late," Daniel said smoothly, offering a polite smile to the relatives gawking at him. "Traffic." His tone was casual, but his presence pressed on everyone like a storm cloud ready to burst. My mother's lips parted, but no words came. She blinked, as if trying to convince herself this was real. You're her husband." Her voice cracked, the sharp edge she always wielded against me dulled by disbelief. Daniel tilted his head, his jaw tightening. "Yes, and you are." Her mouth opened and shut like a fish gasping for air.
I can't tell you the full story in this short video. If you want to see the full story, the link is given below. Click on it to watch the full story.